Alrighty guys, welcome back to Old MTG, and today we are bringing you the 7-point Singleton final. This is the proper final, not back from the dead, which I was in the last video. And this is against Beastie Bas. Oh, sorry, this is Beastie Bas versus Raul. There's some very sweet decks. Raul is playing a deck that I haven't seen a lot of people play, so it's really interesting to see that type of deck. And Beastie Bas is playing the green-red, super powerful deck, super aggro, and it is very, very good at the moment with the point system and everything at the moment. So it's really, really strong. But before we get into the decks, then I just want to thank Beastie Bas and Raul for giving me this content. It's much appreciated, and I do try to bring you content that doesn't involve me playing all the time. I try to mix it up now. And Beastie Bas has actually given me some X-Point content, which I'm going to use in the future. So, big thank you to Beastie Bas. He's been a supporter of my channel for a while now, and yeah, I really appreciate you. And also, you're a great player, so always nice to see you playing high competitive level Magic. So yeah, so this is the point system that is on the screen. Obviously there's a few noticeable cards that got made to 0 points, and they are Time Twister and Wheel of Fortune. And if you watched my last video, Time Twister was great in the second game for me. So but yeah, so let's go look at the decks then. Let's not put you in any more suspense, really. Let's move on to Beastie Bas's deck. So this is Beastie Bas's deck. Super aggressive green-red deck. Having a lot of 1-drops, 2-drops, and then the occasional 3 or 4 drop in Rock of Courages, the Upton Troll, and Arnhem. And then you have a lot of burn in the form of Detonate, Disintegrate, Earthquake, Chain Bolt, Hurricane, and so forth. So a lot of damage to the face. So yeah, very, very efficient deck. I do like the Giant Spider, actually. I think that's really good against those troublesome 3/3 flyers or 2/2 flyers in the form of Hypnotic Spectre. So I like the Giant Spider. I just think the deck's really solid. Doesn't need a lot of mana to do what it needs to do. Obviously great if you got a massive Disintegrate late in the game, but for the most part it can run on 4 mana quite easily, really. Alright, that's enough said about Beastie Bas's deck. It's seeing quite a lot of play at the moment, so I think everyone knows the green-red deck by now. Alright, let's look at Raul's deck. So this is Raul's deck. Mono White. Cards are all over the place, really, but there is pointed balance as a point, Triskellion's a point, the Soul Ring's a point, the AC Manipulator is a point, and the Moat is 2 points. And why I said this was unusual is it's a Mono White deck that is playing some unusual cards like Greater Realm of Preservation. Obviously it's a gotcha card, but if your opponent's not playing those colours, can kind of be a little bit useless, but I suppose you can throw it away to the Jalem Tome. Clay Statues, an unusual card, so is Karma. Maybe they were expecting a lot of mono black. But these sort of cards do wreck your opponent, so if they are playing those colours, it could be hugely problematic. But just a really unusual deck here. Cards like the Tome. Archaeology is obviously great. Clockwork Avian, Suchi. The only problem with Suchi is if you can't use that mana, you can take a lot of damage. Especially if they detonate it. But yeah, it's an interesting build here. I like it. I like Clay Statue a lot. I've got a Clay Statue actually. And I do try and play it in some decks. So, alright. Well, anyway, let's get straight into the match. It's a pretty long one. I'm not going to lie. Alright. I shall see you in the first game in just a sec. Alright. So you can see my name. I actually watched this one live with Mikko. Obviously I was recording it. I was actually making a deck at the same time as watching the match, so I can't remember everything in the match, but I did talk to Raul and Beastie Bas afterwards about some of the plays, which we'll talk about in this video. So I've actually decided to 6-pile now after a comment from a viewer, but we won't go into that in too much detail, but we're just here to enjoy the final. Alright, so don't know who wins the die roll actually. He has got his poker dice there. I've actually got those poker dice as well. Actually got given to me by an opponent at a Grand Prix many years ago when I used to play competitive Magic. Alright, so I'm liking Raul's playmat here. Looks like Beastie Bas is keeping. Hopefully Raul does not need to mulligan. Yeah, ideal. No one needs to mulligan, so that's good news. Right, Forest from Beastie. This is on 1.5 times speed. If it wasn't, this match would be about 2 hours long. Alright, so Argopian Pixies. Someone's liking one of my videos. Sorry about this, guys. Alright. So Factory and the Plains from Raul. Alright, Mountain, Kraken for 2. Raul does not want to lose his Factory here, I don't think, yet. Wants to keep his mana base high. Spirit Link on the Pixie, that's a good answer. Surprising that Beastie Bas hasn't got a 1-drop or a 3-drop here, but it is what it is. Alright, got a 3-drop now though, off control. Most probably opted to play it now, so it can't be AO-polled. Looks like Raul's struggling for land here. That's really unfortunate in the final. I've been there as well, it absolutely sucks. So, not good. Gonna crack in for 2 here. Can pump the Factory if he wants to. Needs to take 2 damage from that off control attack. Hopefully the screen doesn't stay like this forever. Okay. There you go, thank God for that. Ivory Tower from Raul. And a shatter on the Ivory Tower. Gonna crack in for 2 here. Alright. Oh no, he's mulliganing again. This is not ideal. Does not want to lose that Factory. If he pumps it up, he could die to a boat. I'm going to take another 2, go to 12. Really unfortunate in the final here. Just get the 3rd land. I might be able to do something now. Beastie Bas has enough mana to regenerate the up control twice. Has lots of cards in hand. 5. My god. Fair enough. Alright, Janum Tome. You're going to take another 2 here. Don't want to take too much damage against an aggressive deck like Beastie Bas's. 4 mana for a rock. Beastie Bas hasn't had to do much here, is he? He's sort of all he's done is play a Pixie Shatter after throwing a rock occur ridges, and Raul's already down to half his life total. Okay. Kind of needs a Wrath of God, which he is playing. Wrath of God would be really good actually. Would get Raul back into this game actually. Does sort out the Austin Troll as well. Gets around to regenerate. Alright, he's going to go to 5. My god. If you got an Earthquake for 5 here, could be game. Yeah, oh my god. I just literally said it. I couldn't remember that either. Alright, let's look at deck discussion then, and then we'll go into game number 2. So Beastie Bas is definitely the aggressor here. He wants to get those 1 drops, 2 drops, and 3 drops out. There is definitely some thinking after the first game for each opponent. They definitely know what they're playing against now, or the type of deck they're playing against. I don't think Thomas had open deck lists, so you were unsure about what you were playing against, but I think Raul is definitely sure what he's playing against now. I think Beastie Bas is a little bit unsure still, because he didn't see much from Raul. So yeah, I think Raul's got a little bit more information. Let's look at Raul's deck though. So things like the Preacher could be useful if he balance is definitely going to be very useful. Greater Realm could be useful because obviously he's playing red. The Wrath of God's going to be great. Triskelion could be good to deal with those little 1 toughness creatures. If you can get a 3 for 1, great. If he gets a 2 for 1, could be good. So Triskelion could be useful, especially with the workshop. Could get that out fairly early. So anyway, let's see how it happens in game number 2. Alright, game number 2 then. Let's see what happens. Alright. So planes into Sol Ring. Tiger into birds. So a bit of mana ramp for each person here actually. 4 mana for a Jade statue. That's really early. Very nice here. Has Beastie Bas got an answer for that Sol Ring? If he has, he will probably wants to fire it off right now. Nope, just a lurker. 2/3 can't be targeted unless it's attacking or blocking, I believe. Or maybe it's just attacking. But I'm thinking it might be attacking or blocking. I can't remember. Definitely attacking, I think. Right, he's going to crack in with the Jade statue here. 3 damage. Oh, Workshop. Good. Workshop's good here. And the book. Wow. Very good. From Raul. Hopefully I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Right, Factory from Beastie. Loving Beastie's playmat. He's cracking him for 2. Got 4 mana. Should be able to do something here. Okay, Chaos Orb. Most probably going to target the book. That book can run away with the game, to be fair. Don't think he's going to go for the Jade statue, if I'm honest. Don't think it's... Raul's put it in the graveyard already. That's a bit premature. Although Beastie Bas hits like a truck. He's not going to miss that flip. He's hit like an absolute beast. Just like his name. Alright. Elves of Deep Shadow. A Wrath of God would be brutal here. Be a nice 3 for 1. Or is he going to wait wait on that Wrath of God one more turn. He's under no immediate pressure, actually. You can block with the Jade statue. Very interesting here. Very interesting. I think the way things are going at the moment, Raul's kind of... Oh, Wrath of God. May want to strip the Tiger? Or is he just going to pass the turn? Interesting. Might be a shorter mana. I would have definitely thought about stripping the Tiger there, but it's up to Raul, isn't it, to make that decision. Alright, Elvish Archers, Maze. Well, maybe the strip on the Maze would be good now, actually. Yeah, there you go. Oh, there you go. Does he want to crack in with the Jade statue, I wonder? Yep, another 3 damage. It's down to 14 already. Oh, and a Clockwork Avian. Wow, strong. Very strong. So that's 7 power on the battlefield. And he's already at 14 life, so this is looking pretty bad for Beastie Bas. That Wrath of God was brutal. Regrowth on the Maze, that's very good actually. This Maze is going to buy Beastie Bas quite a bit of time. Kinda needed that regrowth actually. Soul Ring, activate Jade statue, swing in for 7. Maze the Clockwork Avian, take 3, go to 11. Forest. Alright, pass. Oh, cracking for 2. Does not want to block with the Clockwork Avian. Interesting. Could pump up the Jade statue, knock him down to 8 here because he'd have to maze one of them. Hmm. 4 mana for a... Nope. I mean, Frederick's... sorry, Raul's on 16 life, so... Under no immediate pressure. One mana for a moat. Oh. Don't know if I would have done that. Because now I can't attack the Jade statue. I don't know. But then he can't take any damage from the Elvish Archers, so... Interesting. Alright, he's now going to put a counter on the Avian. Needs to strip mine for that Maze, doesn't he? Alright, AO pile. Pretty good. So Baz is effectively at 9 life with the AO pile. If he so wishes to shoot it at his face. Or Beastie Baz's face. 3 mana for a Ice Storm on the Workshop. Workshop's kind of done its job now, to be honest. I find with the Workshop that it can be good in some instances and bad in others. Especially when you don't have a lot of artifacts to make it work. But I think Raul does have quite a few. Hammerheim. Looks like Beastie Bas is flooding out a little bit here. He doesn't really need all that land. Obviously good for Hurricane or Disintegrate, but another land. Strip mine this time. Desert. I love Desert in this format. So good. Deals with the Elvish Archers quite well. Alright, in our planes. I always like to put the card in my hand first before revealing what I drew, sorry. But he's just drawing and playing the planes there straight away. Don't really want to give your opponent any information, really. Alright, 5 mana for a Hurricane for 4. Wow. But he is down to 7 here. The Aeopile will put him to 5. Just played Triskelion as well, I believe, so. Gotta be careful with his life total here, I think. Alright, that Elvish Archers is just sort of hanging out in the playground, not having any fun. Alright, Raul draws. Passes the turn. Scrib Sprites. Oh, it survives the Aeopile because of the Giant Grove. Nice. Nice. Does he have another response? Where swords it? So 2 cards for dealing with the Scrib Sprite. Although Bas did use a card as well. But the Rock of Kerr Ridges is going to be good for attacking in. Alright, Greater Realm. That's the perfect answer for the Rock of Kerr Ridges. This is back and forth. Love it. Absolutely love that. Could have used the planes in the Felwar Stone and then, but you still got the same amount of activations here with the Greater Realm, I believe. Alright. Yep. Rock of Kerr Ridges is nullified. Only 2 cards for Beastie Bas. He's running desperately low. I thought the Rock was going to run away with the game, but Greater Realm has got other plans. Disrupting Scepter. That's quite a good card, actually. Beast. Oh, I would have activated it straight away. Maybe he's waiting until next turn. Alright, this Rock is just hanging out. Nullified. Passes are free. Sad times for Beastie. Sad times. Alright, he's going to discard a card. Land. Surprise, surprise. Alright, plays the planes and passes. Free mana for a Granite Gargoyle. Okay. But that Greater Realm is so annoying. I know Pixies. Need to deal with that moat. If he can get rid of the moat, he can... I'll probably finish him off with the Elvish Archers and the Pixies. But who knows. Alright, we're going to discard this last card, which is a chain. Kind of useless because of the Greater Realm. Alright, Beastie Bas on taps. One of those cards exiled? Oh, I think that's the one that was swords. Right, place a Whirling Dervish. Moral Black Worst Nightmare. Alright. Rolls. Scavenger Folk. Oh, that deals with the Jade Statue or the Disrupting Scepter. Right, going to prevent those two attacks. Nullifier, the Granite Gargoyle and the Rock of Courageous. And Raul is going to pass? Yes, he is. Both attacks here get nullified again. Very grindy second game here. Hurricane would be good actually. But Beastie Bas, sorry, Raul is on more life than Beastie. I think that's the Scrublands, is it? Or Savannah, one of the two. Alright, card Ape is in the bin. Alright, nullified again. This Greater Realm is actually doing some serious work. Very situational, obviously black-red, but certainly doing well against BC stack here. Uses a forest. I believe he has one card left. Gonna pass. Alright, Greater Realm again. Very annoying. Alright, he's gonna discard another land. Because he hasn't got enough land yet, is he, Beastie Bas? Just needs a couple more lands. I'm being sarcastic. Jesus. Alright, Archaeologist, that's gonna be really good. He needs to bolt it now. Oh, he's just gonna keep getting stuff back though, isn't he? The Archaeologist, unless he can kill it. I think he lost his chain to discard, so Archaeologist could be very good here. Alright, Greater Realm. If you can bring back the Avian or... Okay. 4 mana for a Coffin. Coffin's good. Everyone seems to be joining at the moment. This was an open tournament. Anyone could come in and view and watch. Alright. Gargoyle and Rock coming in. Most probably going to be Greater Round. Could put one of them in the Coffin. Problem with Raul here is he's already used quite a lot of his mana, and now if he does do the Greater Realm here twice, you know, Beastie Bas could play a massive Disintegrate or something. I don't know. Is he gonna use the Greater Realm? Or has he already used it? I don't think he has yet. I don't know. Maybe he already has. My mistake. Gonna shatter on the... Thing is, he's gonna shatter here, but he's gonna start bringing himself back with the archaeologist, so... I don't know. Gonna shatter the coffin. Wheel of Fortune. Very good. Could get Beastie Bas back in this game, actually. Yeah, very good card in this instance, actually. Two mana for Divine Offering on the Jade statue. Interesting. Fair enough. He's worried about his life total. Yeah, interesting choice. Fair enough. Maybe just wanted to gain the life, didn't want to let it go to waste, I guess. Alright. Aopal. A long way out from killing him at the moment. He's actually on 16 life, so... Alright, Archaeologist. What's he going to bring back? Could bring back the Aopal. Has he got the Aopal in there? I keep shooting him with the Aopal, maybe? I don't know. Coffin. He has got the Aopal in there. He could just loop the Aopals and just keep shooting him for 2. If he really wanted to. Although he has got the Aopal for the Archaeologist here, so... maybe he's going to use that at some point here. Maybe the Archaeologist isn't long for this world. But I would have done it at the end of his turn, because now he gets another activation with his Archaeologist. I would have shot the Archaeologist. And he needs to shoot it now before the coffin comes down. Whereas he can protect the Archaeologist with the coffin. Is he going to shoot the Archaeologist? I would definitely shoot the Archaeologist before that thing hits the battlefield. Alright. Blimey. Alright. Okay. Why is he doing that now? Because why didn't he respond with the Aopal? I don't really get it. Alright. Okay. Not too sure what's going on here. But anyway. I think Raul's going to lose some lands. Alright. Very interesting here. Alright. Did have the Tega open, so really surprised I didn't Aopal, the Archaeologist, in response to the coffin coming down, but also the activation of the coffin. I think Archaeologist is a 1-2 or a 1-1. Definitely hasn't got free toughness. Alright. He's gonna detonate on the coffin and he's gonna take the damage? Not use Greater Realm of Preservation. Interesting. Interesting. Alright. 5 for a Sarah Angel. 6 for a Tetravus. Okay, I think Raul, sorry, I can't even speak, he's going to win this game anyway. Alright, 2 mana for a Bloodlust. Oh, he's trying to make it smaller in toughness. And then Winter Blast. Ah, okay. So you're going to kill the Tetravus. 2 damage to the... Only doing it on the Tetravus. He isn't doing it on the Saranger as well. 2 mana. Oh, 2 mana for a 2/2 Goblin. Got the Maze though for the Saranger. Alright, Manipulator is very good for the Maze. Alright, I think he's going to get there. 4 damage. Knocking him down to 4. 4 mana for a... Okay, Tome, I believe. Alright, I think this is looking... Okay, that's... Yep, game to Raul. Some interesting plays in game 2 there. But Raul takes it down. He takes it down and we have a match. 1-1. Alright. Let's see if our opponents can keep a hand here. We've had actually no mulligans yet, so that's good news. Alrighty. So Beastie Bas draws his 7. Has to be careful not to reveal. And Raul has his 7. Doesn't look like there's going to be any mulligans, so this is great for final here. Pretty sure we didn't have a mulligan in game 1, did we? Pretty sure. Alright, cracking for 1 with the elves. Wyoli Wolf. Second planes from Raul. Alright, Pentohaven's pretty good. What's he going to do here, I wonder? Just cracking in for 1. Then 4 mana for a Giant Spider. Is the Giant Spider going to eat a Sword of Plowshares? No, it's not. 3 mana for... I wonder what he's going to cast. He's going to need a Wrath, I think, at this stage. Going pretty wide with his creatures. Could pump up the factory as well, but most probably afraid of a Disenchant or Divine Offering or something. Beastie Bas has emptied his hand pretty much, so if your Wrath of God does come down, that could be really bad. Or even a balance, but then Raul, sorry, would lose a shit ton of cards, so there's ups and downs with the balance here. Okay. Really like that playmat. That's the 5 colour symbols on it. That's pretty cool. Alright, Preacher. Good to steal something. Gonna need a removal spell from Beastie Bas here. It doesn't look like he's got red mana. Has all the green, but no red. Wow. Only just noticed that. Yep, still no red mana. That's problematic. He's going to go in for a massive swing here, I think. Why not? gonna get something stolen next turn, so. What's it, 6 damage potentially if he doesn't block? Most probably ain't gonna block because he wants to steal his creatures, so. Presume the Waioli Wolf is going to pump up the Liana or Elves after the Pendelhaven activation. Nope. There you go. Pendelhaven first. That's 6, then 7. Nice swing in with the Beastie Bas here. Alright. Alright, 4 mana. Has he got a Wrath? Could be problematic. Balance. My god. Alright, he's going to lose 2 of his creatures. Most probably the Elves and the Waioli Wolf. Ah, and he's smart. He's doing this first before the Preacher activation. So he's going to steal the Giant Spider potentially. Wow, he's going to discard the Triskelion, knowing that he's got an Archaeologist and he can bring it back later if he wants to. And Beastie Bas is obviously going to let Raul steal one of his lesser creatures, i.e. Liana or Elves. Although Liana or Elves does give him mana, so he'll play a 6-drop next turn if he's got a land. Beastie Bas is struggling for red mana. Most probably got loads of red spells in hand that he cannot cast, which is annoying for him. Oh, okay, the 3/3 Ifrit, I think that's how you pronounce it. Hurricane on a stick, basically. Fair enough. He's gonna have to deal with that pretty soon. I think that's a Tundra. Don't think he's playing anything for blue mana though. Pretty sure he isn't. 3 mana for 4 mana, sorry, with the Elves. What's he going to cast here, I wonder? Alright, Manipulator. So that If-Biff is going to be a problematic. Deal 2 all flyers and to both players. Beastie Bas is ahead on life total, so we'll activate the factory, and Raul's going to decide whether or not he wants to tap down the 3/3 or the 2/2, most probably the 3/3. I think Raul wants to definitely tap down something here before he goes to combat. He doesn't want to let him go to combat and then he's already swung in, so... Oh no. So this enchant for the factory, okay. Takes 3, takes another 2 with the Hurricane on the If-Biff. He's down to 6, I mean that's very low. Needs a removal spell for that If-Biff. Ifrit. 4 mana for a Coffin. That's pretty good. It's going to tap down... Sorry. Could tap the If-Biff down next turn. But I presume he's going to Hurricane for 2. Then he could Hurricane for 1 next turn. Putting down Raul down to 3. All it takes is a bolt and a chain lightning and he's dead. So this is this is problematic for Raul. He's gonna tap down the If-Biff. I'm probably gonna Hurking for 2? Does he want to add to the board? Okay, we're supposed to add to the board to the Larker, okay. Could have done 3 damage to him. But when I'm on 3, so. Interesting here. Right, Coffin. On top. Has to tap down the Larker before combat or else it cannot be targeted. Or is it after it's attacking it can be targeted? I can't quite remember. Maybe I was wrong earlier actually. Let me just look it up. Lurker may not be the target of any spell unless Lurker was declared as an attacker or blocker. Alright, so once it's attacking or blocking, that's when it can be targeted. So you cannot use the Icy Manipulator before combat. So you cannot stop the 2 damage from coming in. But Raul would most probably block with the 1-1. And then he could potentially steal, although he can't steal the Larker if it isn't attacking. So interesting. Interesting here with the Preacher and the Larker. So I think I actually said earlier a little bit of a mistake with the Larker previously. So my bad. Okay, literally just a hit. Oh my god. Very lucky with the Chaos Orb activation there. And the If-Biff is back. Oh, Wrath of God was timely. Wow. Okay. Very timely Wrath of God. And Beastie Bas is still without red mana. This sucks massively for him. Jesus. He's been out of red mana for like a gazillion turns. He's gonna get his Pendlehaven tapped. Oh, Aeopile. Aeopile's 2 damage. Has he got an answer for the Aeopile? I really do think that Raul should be down to 3. I think he should have used the If-Biff rather than play the Larker, but there you go. Birds. Oh, you got red mana. Okay. But I appreciate, guys, that, you know, I'm not being... There's no criticism here, guys, because I'm only giving my commentary. There's no criticism. I mean, when you're in the final, you have to make decisions. And, you know, you're already stressed enough as it is. You're in the final. Obviously, you want to win. So, there's no criticism here from me. I just coming up with other plays that you could potentially make here. Right, Shatter on the Manipulator or the Scepter. Don't think Ivory Tower is much good at the moment. Although I would like, if I was thinking for Raul's sake, is maybe start like keeping cards in hand. You don't want to. You want a bit of life gain from the Ivory Tower if possible. All right. Bas passes the turn. Right, he's going to play the Desert. Like I said, maybe just don't play anything and just keep those cards in hand. All right. Beastie loses Bloodlust. Oh, Disintegrate. 4/4. He's dead to the AO pile unless he draws something. Oh no. Okay. Oh dear. Alright. 2-1 to Beastie. Let's go to the next game. Alright, game number 4. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Very close games. Very close games. Such an interesting deck, this Mono White deck. Don't see it very often. Especially making the finals. So. Very, very good. Alright. We actually see our first mulligan here. That's brutal. Okay. Let's fast forward to when Raul can keep a keepable hand. Alright. Let's hope that he can keep a keepable hand here. Yep, you can. I do. Good news for Raul. Plays the Trocar. Mountain and pass. Okay, plateau and pass. Tiger, Ortega, and Sylvan Library. Free for a Jadam Tome. Not quite good, as good as the Sylvan Library, but it's not bad. Both of them getting a bit of card draw here. Beastie Bas is the aggressor, so you may want to play some life. He is indeed. He's going to go to 16. Third card. Free mana for a Spitting Slug. That toughness is pretty good. 2-4. Wow. Suchi could be dangerous with a detonate though. If he's got a detonate, wow. Be 8 damage out of nowhere. Has to be careful. But the 4-4 is looking good against the Spitting Slug right now. Is he going to take life like an absolute champ? He's thinking about it. He's thinking about being greedy. Paying that extra life. No, he's not. He's not going to take the extra damage here. Alright, just takes the 1. He is facing down a Suchi here, so maybe not the best thing to be taking too much damage. Not attacking with the Suchi. Interesting. Can use the 4 colorless to activate the Jailing Tome though. If it does get destroyed. Attacks with a spitting slug, that kind of indicates that he's got a belt. Or it might be that he's using some sort of trickery. Pretending that he's got something. Discards planes here, Raul. So you want to take the 2. He is. Ah, and an earthquake. A 4. Wow, he's gonna take it. He's gonna actually take 8 damage here, if he can, because he has used the Jalem Tome. Wow. He's gonna take 8 damage. Beastie's gonna take 4. Raul's gonna take potentially 8. That is crazy. What's he gonna do? He's gonna swords his own. Suchi perhaps, and not lose 8 life. Blimey, that is a hell of a life swing. If this, wow, he's having to swords his own Suchi. Should be in exile. Oh my god. Okay. Should be in exile. Shouldn't be in the graveyard. Hopefully someone points it out. Scimitar. Sometimes you miss these things when you're in the final or you're actually in a match. It's easily missable actually. Hopefully it doesn't matter with the archaeologist, because that's could be a, yeah, could give him an unfair advantage, but sometimes, like I said, you don't see these things. Alright, you got Goblin, Spider. Scimitar is a 1/5 flyer. So, pretty good. Don't think it taps either. Alright, book. That Sylvan Library is very good for Beastie Bas here. That giant spider is going to be blocking the scimitar all day long. That Suchi should be in exile. Wow, he's going to go to 8. Oh my god. What the hell? Alright. Beastie Bas has a lot to land. Two mana for a Winter Blast on the Scimitar. He's going to crack him for 4. He's going to draw from the book. He's going to go to 10. Okay. One, 2. For 2/2. And a darker. My god. That is a lot of pressure. I could draw for the Jalem Tome. Draw and discard. Planes. Alright. He needs a Rapid God or balance. He's going to draw from the book. Oh dear. Alright, what card does Beastie Bas have in hand? He could pump up the factory as well. My god. He's already used the swords. This is not looking good. Alright, Beastie Bas takes a card. Okay, so this is most probably the game. If he gets rid of the scimitar, he's just dead. Yes, and he hits it. Cracking, my god. 10 damage. Boom. Beastie Bas definitely hits with that Chaos Sword flip. Better than the last one anyway. Oh my word. Very good games from both players. Lots of decisions to be made. Big congratulations to Beastie Bas. Don't know if this is his first one. I think it might be his second. I can't quite remember. He's beat me in the back from the dev final. I know that for definite. But yeah, well done, Beastie Bas. Well done. I think this was Raul's first final, so congratulations to him as well. Yeah, well done to both players. And Beastie Bas takes it down 3-1. Like I said, Beastie Bas says give me 4x points videos or games to video, so I shall bring in that to the channel next. So big thanks to Beastie Bas for that. And yeah, thanks for all the support here, guys. And make sure to give the video a like if you like it. And obviously subscribe to see more old school content. Alright, you take care, guys. Bye-bye. Now, if you like the work that I do and the videos that I provide, think about subscribing to the channel and have a great day. You take care, guys. Bye-bye.